Welcome to True Crime with Christina, the podcast where we dive into the darkest mysteries and the most chilling crime stories. Tonight, I'm taking you to New York State, where a mother of three disappeared on her way home from work and was never seen again. It's been more than 20 years. No body, no car, no answers. But the police still believes the truth is out there. This is the story of Audrey Mae Herron. She was 31 years old when she went missing. She lived a really simple, happy life with her husband Jeff and three children. She worked hard as a nurse at a long term care facility in the nearby town of Catskills. Her family and friends described her as a really sweet person, loving and devoted mother to her kids. She was especially really close with her 10 years old daughter, Suncia, and her mom, Shirley. In August 2002, Shirley, the mom of Audrey, took Suncia, the 10-year-old, on a little road trip. It was a bonding week for grandma and granddaughter. Audrey and her husband stayed behind and worked all week. Everything was normal until it wasn't. It was Thursday, August 29, 2002. Audrey finished her nursing shift around 11 p.m. She got into her black 1994 Jeep Cherokee and started the short ride of 15 miles to drive home. But she never made it. That night, it was raining, heavy fog, bad visibility. Some people thought that maybe she crashed into the ditch or took a wrong turn. But the next morning, her husband Jeff called Shirley and said, "Hey, Audrey never came home yesterday. She also missed the doctor appointment that morning. Totally out of character for her." The family was really worried, so they called the police right away. Audrey was declared missing. At first, police looked into Jeff Herron, the husband, of course. That's common in missing person cases. The husband is always the first to be accused. Some reports says he was a bit uncooperative at first, but Jeff says that he did everything that they asked. He let them search the house. He even took a polygraph test, a lie detector test. He says they told him that he passed, but officially, the results were marked inconclusive. It didn't prove that he was lying, but it didn't clear him either. And remember, polygraphs aren't allowed in court because they are not reliable enough. The police found nothing suspicious at home. Jeff was never charged with anything. While police kept searching, Audrey's family did not sit still. They organized their own searches. Shirley, the mom, and others walked through fields, checked ponds and creeks, barn, old buildings, just to see if they can find her. A full 9-mile area was searched by foot. Still, no sign of Audrey. No purse, no phone, no Jeep, nothing. Like she just evaporated. One single piece of security footage showed Audrey driving west on Route 23B right after her shift. But that's the last time anyone saw her. Her phone, untraceable. It was either turned off, dead, or destroyed. As you can imagine, the case went cold. Hundreds of tips came in, but none led anywhere. That was until 2016. 14 years later, police got a new tip, and it brought them to a property on Cotter Skills Road in Catskills. The land belonged to a man who had been considered suspicious in her case. He was never arrested. They never brought his name to the public. At the time of the search, he was in prison for an unrelated sexual assault. Here's what we know. He may have known Audrey or lived nearby. Some people say his behavior changed right after she vanished. He moved away suddenly, acting really strange. And when some people, friends, family were talking about the case of Audrey, he was doing everything in his power to change the subject. So in 2016, police searched his property. They brought in cavator dogs. They used ground penetrating radar. They even searched a pond on the land. But once again, nothing. No Jeep, no bones, no trace of Audrey. So why do police still believe this case can be solved? Because there was no sign of Audrey planning to leave. She had young kids, a job that she liked. She had a doctor appointment the next morning. She didn't pack anything, did not withdraw money, did not leave a note, was not depressed. So, statistically, cases like this, where a person vanishes in a car during a short trip, are rarely random. Someone always knows something. The police believes the key is still out there. They just need the right person to speak up. Today, Audrey's daughter, Suncia, is in her 30s. She became a nurse, just like her mom. She told Dateline, "I choose nursing mostly because of my mom. I never gave up hope. It's hard, especially after so many years. But someone knows something. Don't stop fighting for your loved ones, because someone will come forward and justice will be done." Sansia is strong. She keeps her mom memory alive, and she still believes in the truth. Audrey was 5 feet tall. She weighed around 105 pounds. She had blonde hair, hazel eyes, a scar on her right hand, and a mole on the inside of her knee. If you know anything, call the New York State Police at 518-622-8600. Her case number is 021026. One person, one tip. That's all it takes to change everything. If Audrey was hurt, she deserves justice. If she's gone, she deserves to be found. And her family deserves the truth. By sharing these stories, we keep their names alive. Thank you for listening to the episode. Stay alert, stay curious. Until next time.